What's going on, everyone? Dragonzard is back. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Competitive Pokes. Today we're going to go over probable movesets for Mega Beedrill. Guys, I am super excited about this one, but as always, before we get started, if you could, please show me some love. Hit the like button below. Leave a comment, rating, subscribe. A lot of you guys have been sharing my videos. I appreciate that a lot, too. And just generally, guys, show me some love. Continue doing what you guys do. You guys keep me motivated. You guys keep these coming every day. Your support, directly keeps these videos coming. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm so excited about this, and I really am. I've been wanting to do this video all day. So, as you guys know, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Hopefully I see you guys back. If you guys are returning, welcome back. Good to see you guys again. And, hopefully I'll get to battle all you guys one day. I'm really stoked about this. I think that's all for my intro, so let's jump right in here. Mega Beedrill. I'm a little bit late on this. I apologize for that. You guys know I have a day job, so I'm not as able to devote as much time to this as I, probably like to. But today at work, I was fortunate enough to be able to stare over Mega Beedrill's stats a bit. And I'm going to make some predictions right now, guys. I'm going to predict that he is no lower than UU. I promise you that. He will not go NU, RU, PU. He will not be in those tiers at all. Promise you guys that. That's my first prediction. My second prediction, I could see him being OU, and I could also just as easily see him joining, what's the word, Crawdaunt on the ban list. Now, you guys are going to be like, whoa, OU, ban list? What are you talking about, man? That's crazy. He's not that strong. I'll give you 3 reasons why he will be on the ban list, or why he will be no lower than UU, why he could possibly be on the ban list, and why he could very well end up in OU. But first, before we do that, let's go over some of his base stats here. His base HP is 65, definitely not too great. Base attack, though, is 150. That's pretty ridiculous. But again, not too out there, considering what, some Pokemon Mega Evolution's base stats are. His defense is horrendous at 40. Base special attack is even worse at 15. Base special defense is only 80, but his base speed is 145. His ability is also adaptability. Now, like I said, I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons why I think he will fall no lower than OU. Now, you guys, like I said, you're going to be like, whoa, that defense of 40, and you're predicting OU? Yes, I am, and here's why, alright? So he's got the ability adaptability. That ability alone shot Crawdaunt from UU, NU into the ban list. Keep that in mind. That ability, as well as Lucario's, affinity for so many moves, is what shot Mega Lucario into Uber tier. That ability alone shot those 2 Pokemon, that far. Because Crawdaunt with adaptability becomes ridiculous, even if you could almost one-shot it. If it has the Focus Sash and it gets off a Dragon Dance, then it's probably going to outspeed all of your priority moves, and an Aqua Jet from a +1 Crawdaunt is pretty crazy. So like I said, that ability alone is possibly enough to shoot it up, at least a tier. At least agree with me on that. And now you guys are still saying that defense, though. That defense is terrible. You guys are right. And that's the one reason it may not end up in OU. But I promise you guys, it will not be any lower than UU. My second reason for believing this is its base speed. Base speed of 145. Guys, I don't think a lot of people realize exactly what that means. A base speed of 145 means, as an adamant nature, Mega Beedrill will still outspeed anything that doesn't have a base speed of, shoot, I did the calcs earlier, I think it's like 125, 128, something like that. So, what does that mean? Let me put that in a different perspective for you guys. It'll outspeed Timid Greninja. Let me let that sink in for a second. An adamant Mega Beedrill will outspeed Timid Greninja. So normally Greninja would go for an Ice Beam and probably OHKO Mega Beedrill, who is, of course, weak to it. Okay, well, if you think that way, then you're going to try to go for the Ice Beam. Mega Beedrill, that's adamant, will outspeed Greninja will not get off the Protean type change to Ice type and will still be part water, part dark. Will get hit by an X-Scissor, will get hit by a U-turn. Possibly even get taken out with a Fell Stinger. I don't know. I know Greninja's very, very frail. And that's it for that Greninja. Guys, base speed 145 outspeeds so much. And that's just as an adamant Beedrill. If he's a Jolly Beedrill, it's going to outspeed even more. And that's the crazy thing. Let's not even worry about his moves yet, because Fell Stinger is something ridiculous unto itself. We'll get to that in a minute. So, like I said, reason number one is adaptability, which I didn't actually go over this, but adaptability, normally, whenever a Pokemon uses, like say Beedrill, who is a bug type, uses X-Scissor, which is a bug type move, it gets a 1.5 boost. Well, with adaptability, rather than just getting 1.5 boost, it bumps it up to 2 times boost. So X-Scissor, its base power is 80, rather than going, I believe it's 80. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but let's just say 80 for a base for this argument here. If its base power is 80, that means it would jump up to 120, because 80 plus 40 is 120, and 40 is half of 80. Alright, with adaptability, X-Scissor's power jumps to 160, because 8 times 2 is 16. So that in itself boosts all of his bug types attacks so much. U-turn goes to base power 140, X-Scissor goes to 160, Fell Stinger goes to base power 60. Poison Jab will go to 160 as well. It's crazy. Ridiculously powerful. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is its speed. Base speed 145 will outspeed so many things, even if Beedrill is not speed-natured. Reason number three is his actual attack stat. Combine his attack stat, base 150, combine that with adaptability, and like I said, I can easily see this thing going OU, or even going banless because of that. And like I said, we're not even to his moves yet, because Fell Stinger is ridiculous. Okay, so let's jump to his moves real quick. I've been talking about Fell Stinger about 3 or 4 times now. Fell Stinger is a bug-type move, base power of 30, so with adaptability goes up to 60, and what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to bring in Mega Beedrill, or if you're just going to run a plain Beedrill in like an NU match or whatever. I'm sorry guys, excuse me. You're going to want to bring Beedrill in, Mega Beedrill, whatever, I'll say that again, I'm sorry, whenever one of your opponent's Pokemon is about to faint. I don't know, say your opponent's Pokemon just took out one of yours, but it's in the red or whatever. What you're going to do is bring in Beedrill, Mega Evolve, so you get the speed boost off, and you're going to go for the Fell Stinger just because you know it's going to be just enough to clean it up. When Fell Stinger KOs an opposing Pokemon, it activates a Swords Dance-like ability, meaning that your Pokemon gets a +2 to its attack. So, like I said, each stage is 50%, so by getting +2, you basically just doubled your attack power, or you basically just doubled your attack stat. So if every poke he kills with that move, it doubles his attack stat. Guys, this is ridiculous. Like I said, I don't think people are exactly understanding what this is. It'll outspeed, like I said, Greninja. It'll outspeed Greninja, and every time it kills something with Fell Stinger, it gets a +2. You know, that's almost like a Moxie there. Not to mention adaptability. Guys, this thing is going to be so overpowered. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. Like I said, I'm really, really excited about this thing. I'm going to go ahead and scroll the camera just a bit. Like I said, you really can't get a good feel for this thing's stats and stuff, because like I said, it's not Mega Evolved, obviously, because Mega Beedrill isn't out yet. But you can see Beedrill's base stats right here. This is a 5IV Beedrill, adamant natured. You see, basically this is him at his pinnacle. Level 50, the highest his attack can possibly be is 156, which mine is. Got the 60 defense, 100 special defense, and 127 speed. So, you know, it looks pretty terrible right now. But when he gets that boost, it's going to be so unreal. Swarm is going to go to adaptability, and this thing is going to wreck shop. As you can see, this was traded to me by GhostDog, who is a subscriber, and he was part of my giveaway. And afterwards, he battled me. And, you know, GhostDog, if you're watching this, thank you so much for this Beedrill. I promise you, you will see this Beedrill once Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire comes out. You will see this again. I promise you that. So thank you so much for this Beedrill. I promise you, you will see this Beedrill put in work. Like I said, I think it's about everything I wanted to go over. And like I said, I am looking forward to using this Beedrill so much. I'm going to scroll the camera back down real quick. Okay, movesets. Let's go back over movesets real quick, and I'll do EVs as well. Now, Fell Stinger, I feel like definitely needs to be on this set, because if you clean up a kill with it, it's just too good to pass up. X Scissor, just for that ridiculous amount of power. U-Turn, U-Turn is a very good option on the off chance that they do switch into something that, you know, Mega Beedrill cannot one-shot, so I'm hesitant to take that out. Poison Jab, obviously, for fairy types, and just another stab. But there's a couple of other really, really good moves that Mega Beedrill or Beedrill will get access to. The problem is, the reason I don't have them on this one is because they come from Black and White move tutors, as well as it has been released that Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire will also have move tutors. So in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I may change his moveset around a bit, but the two moves that really caught my attention are Knockoff, which, you know, I probably don't need to explain Knockoff, but if you guys don't know, I want to say it's like base power 60, and that base power doubles if your opponent's holding an item. So it'll go to 120, and it will knock off their item. So if they're holding leftovers, it'll get rid of that. A soul vest, whatever they're holding, it'll get rid of, which can really, really help you out a lot in battles. He won't get stab boost from it, but again, it's more just, you know, one of those things that it's really convenient, really useful to have and use. The second move that really caught my attention was Drill Run. It's a ground type attack. It will, you know, get him past rock type Pokemon, get him past fire type Pokemon, stuff like that. So it's also really worth looking into. But like I said, I might actually just keep this set the way it is. If I had to get rid of anything, I'd probably get rid of U-Turn. But like I said, I really don't want to do that, just you know, for the chip damage, if nothing else, on the way out. If I had to get rid of something, I don't know. I really don't know. That's a tough one, guys. I don't know that I would. I might actually get rid of Fell Stinger. I don't know, though. Just because I don't know how often he'll be getting cleanup kills. He'll probably just be coming in and just wrecking shop on an entire team. Because a base attack of 150 with adaptability boost is pretty unstoppable as it is. So if I had to get rid of the move, I'd probably get rid of Fell Stinger and U-Turn. Throw on there, Drill Run, possibly Knockoff. I might get rid of Fell Stinger for Drill Run and just leave U-Turn, because I don't know, I just feel like U-Turn's too good to take off. I would leave Poison Jab for the stab and leave X Scissor for stab as well. But that's just my opinion. So, you know, what do you guys think? Like I said, I really, really think this thing is going to be overpowered. I think it's going to be ridiculously strong, and I cannot wait to use it. So hopefully you guys feel the same. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are new, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you subscribe. Hopefully you like what I do. If you guys are returning, again, thanks for watching anyway. You guys, you know, you guys are the reason this channel keeps going. You guys are the reason I keep putting out videos every day. Thank you so much for everything you do. You guys have a great day. Dragonzard out.